My name is Eveli Pütsep. I am an international student, international admissions coordinator at the University of Tartu. Welcome to the Bachelor's Admissions webinar. If you are interested in master's studies, then you can join another webinar starting in half an hour's time. This webinar will be recorded and the recordings will be available later. If you have any questions, you can use the Q&A box and we will try to answer all the questions after the webinar. I will go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. Okay, so I will go through the important dates while applying for the bachelor's programs, English language requirements, educational documents, also information for students who can apply with current grades. And at the end, I will show you how to navigate the website. So as you already know, we started our admission on the 2nd of January. And we offer 3 undergraduate programs. So business administration, medicine, science and technology. We have info sessions for business administration and science and technology program as well. So the webinars for the programs where you can meet the program managers and get to know more about the programs are held for business administration at 2 o'clock Estonian time and for science and technology at 4 o'clock. So you're very welcome to join those webinars later as well. As I already mentioned, the application period started on the 2nd of January. If there are any Estonian applicants here, then you can start your applications via SAIS portal from 1st of February. Application deadline for everyone is 15th of April. By this date, you should have submitted all the required documents, paid the application fee. Your final admission results will be out by 25th of May. Important to know for non-EU students is that the latest arrival date is 26th of August. So once you get your admission results and you get admitted, you will need to start with your visa process. And the academic year will start on the 2nd of September. So our English language requirements. We accept these international language tests listed here. For the likes of TOEFL, we have 75 minimum required score for IELTS 6. Important to know that for IELTS academic test, no part can be below 5.5. We also accept the Cambridge English test listed and Person Academic. If you're graduating or you will be graduating this summer in Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, or Finland, you could prove your English with your English state exam. And the requirements are there. We also accept the University of Tartu language test. However, this test is only for applicants who are already in Estonia, and the test has to be taken before applying. Exempt categories. So the English language requirement may be waived if you have completed your secondary education in English or you have studied in a higher education institution for at least 1 year full-time in the following countries. In EU, Switzerland, in the UK, US, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. Applicants who have graduated their previous education, even if it was in English, must still provide one of the international language tests. Your English language requirement can also be waived if you will complete or you have already completed the IB diploma program, the EB diploma, or you have obtained the General Certificate of Education. What are the common mistakes? Often submitting the test result that is not accepted. The test is expired. We only accept the international tests which have been taken no more than 2 years before applying. The test does not meet the minimum requirement. Candidates sometimes also submit the certificates issued by their previous school or university. We do not accept these. And candidates sometimes also offer a request a waiver if they studied online or in an offshore campus or did not study in the following countries. So about the educational documents. To apply for bachelor's programs, you would need to have the official certified copy of your high and secondary school certificate. You would also need to have a grade list included with this and official certified translations of the documents. If the documents were already officially issued in English, then you do not need the translations. And for some countries, it's also that all the results are in one document, so there will be only one document to provide. But for educational documents, you definitely need to go through the country-specific requirements webpage, where you can find the exact documents needed for the country you graduated from. And also information for students who actually already have a bachelor's degree or they have studied already in higher education institution. You still need to provide your higher secondary school certificate. And when you fill in your application, you would also need to indicate your secondary education there. So please do not write your bachelor studies only. You always need to indicate the secondary education when you apply for bachelor's. So what does certified copies or translations mean? As certified documents, we basically consider the documents that are issued by your school or exam center with their official signatures and stamps, or certified by a notary as true copies of the originals. Again, for some countries, there are special certification requirements. For example, we can verify the results online via the portals and so on. And as certified translations, we consider translations that are issued by your school, exam center, again with stamps and signatures, or in most cases, the translations are certified by a sworn translator or notary. And now information for the students who can apply with current grades. So applicants who are graduating in the listed countries here, or with graduating in Ukraine, Georgia, and Moldova, graduating with IB diploma and also with A-levels, and you will get your graduation documents this summer, you can apply with current grades. Applicants from other countries can only apply if they already obtained their final graduation documents and can submit these by the application deadline, 15th of April. There are no exemptions. So if you fall into the categories who can apply with current grades, what you need to submit. You would need to submit your most recent grade list, grades for all your high school years up until the moment of application. There, because different countries have different school systems, then you could have, let's say, 2 years in your high school or 3 years high school. So depending on a country where you graduate in, you just need to submit your high school years. And also the documents you need to submit is an official statement from the school indicating your current enrollment and expected graduation date. Admitted candidates who are required to post the certified copies of their graduation documents by 31st of July. The likes of graduates who are graduating with A levels, there is a different date, but we will give feedback to you if you're applying with current grades and graduating with A levels. So what are the 5 most common mistakes when submitting your documents? Not reading the country-specific requirements. So as I already mentioned, you really need to pay attention to the requirements we have in place in your country, because for some countries, we also require the state exam results and so on. So please definitely go and check the country-specific requirements webpage. Missing translations, not submitting officially issued documents. We do not accept printouts or screenshots from your school portals or websites. All the educational documents you are submitting need to be officially certified with stamps and seals and signatures. So, or we need to verify them online. So sometimes there are missing document pages. So remember to submit all the pages, including the back parts, because there could be very important information, the likes of grading scale. And while you're submitting your documents to our Dream Apply application system, please check after uploading the documents that all the documents are there. Because there are cases that applicants, they remove some documents, and when they submit the application, actually some documents are missing. So before submitting your application, you just have to make sure that all the documents you wanted to upload are there. And please upload only the documents that are required with the admission requirements. Don't upload like 20 pages of documents which are not required. So just documents are listed, please. Low quality documents. So yeah, please make sure you scan your documents with high quality scanners. So do not just take a photo of your educational documents, for example. And I would like to also talk about motivation letter. So the motivation letter is required for all the 3 undergraduate programs. As you can see, the entry criteria for the programs are listed here. It's a very important part of your application, because the scores you receive, if you receive less than 51 points, you do not get qualification to be invited for the entry test. So please make sure you will read the motivation letter requirements. I will show you shortly the website as well and the program page, how to find all the information. And because on the motivation letters, there are often there's certain questions you need to answer on the motivation letter. And if you do not follow the requirements, then you will lose a lot of points and maybe even do not receive the 51 points. So definitely pay attention to the requirements. And the applicants who receive at least 51 points for the motivation letter, they will qualify for the entry test or the exam. For the medicine program as well, when you do your entry test and you need to receive again at least 51 points to qualify for the admissions interview. So you will not get to be invited for the interview if you do not get enough points. And do not use AI, because all submitted texts are checked for plagiarism. So before submitting your application, make sure you go through the motivation letter again and again and make sure that you follow all the requirements. Do not submit the application before that, because you cannot edit your motivation letter after you have submitted the application. You can add only the documents to your application after submitting it. And if you have any questions, you can contact us via email, or you can also write questions to the Q&A box here. And now I will go and show you the website. Just give me 1 second. Now, so this is our main website. And to start the website, you would need to go to the admissions, bachelor's and master's studies in English. And this will take you to our admissions webpage. So here we have the information about the bachelor's and master's studies, all the deadlines, general application procedures and requirements. I would recommend to go through these as well. Cost of tuition, scholarship information, and so on. Some of this information is also on the program webpage, and I will show you now how to search for the programs. So here is the search engine button. So if you're interested in bachelor studies and also the integrated bachelor's and master's studies like medicine, you would need to tick these boxes in English. And there they are, the 3 programs I mentioned already. So I will take just one program page for example, to show you how to navigate on that. So that's the Science and Technology program webpage. At the top, you will see all the important deadlines. Here is the apply button where you can go straight to our Dream Apply portal. Information about the fees, the duration. There's a lot of information about the program as well. So here you will find more information in detail about the program, about the courses, and the modules, how the program is built, information about people and facilities, career opportunities. Can already see which programs you can apply after you graduate this, and then what you can continue in University of Tartu. And here at the end, you also have information about the tuition fees and scholarships. There are no scholarships for bachelor's programs. However, the Science and Technology program, there is a special stipend. If you have any interest, you can contact us and we can explain you more in detail. It's only for the top ranked applicants. Frequently asked questions, practical information, and international student ambassadors information. And here you have the contact details for the program manager and student admissions contact as well. So, but we go back to admissions requirements. So all these web pages for programs look exactly the same. So they built the same. So here you can see the main admission requirements for the Science and Technology program and how the applications are evaluated. And exactly what results you need. And like I already mentioned earlier, there are motivation letter requirements explained in detail. So please make sure you read exactly how many characters you need to have for the motivation letter and what questions you need to answer. Also go through the list of courses, what you need to highlight on your motivation letter for elective courses, and so on. And also there is evaluation criteria. And like I said, you need to receive at least 51 points. The maximum is 100 points. And if you get the 51 points, you will be invited to take the entry test. All the information about the entry test is on detail here as well. The dates available when the test can be taken, and you have to make sure you keep an eye on your emails when you be contacted as well in relation to the test if you qualify for it. And here is also information how the final admission score is calculated. You can go to the further information on this web page here and see how the calculation is done for the final scoring. So each indicator should give at least 51 points, and the final admission score must be at least 66 points or higher. If then you will qualify for the admission. And how to apply. So here again in detail all the steps listed. I already mentioned most of these on my presentation. There is also an application fee. You need to pay 100 euros and you can apply for 2 programs. It's information about the evaluation. Send in your documents. What you need to do after you receive the admission letter, and detailed information as well for you when you arrive into Estonia. This is very important to go through, especially for non-EU students. And Estonian applicants can apply via National Information System SISE. So you can go to the link there. Again, I will show you once again our email address. So if you have any detailed questions and you would really need to write an email, then definitely please contact us via admissions@ut.ee. We are happy to help you. We are looking forward to receive your applications. And I wish you a good luck with your application, and please then read your motivation letter, make sure you submit the right documents and so on. If you have any questions, you can always contact us before submitting the application. You can already have a look as well. And yeah, so I hope you gathered some useful information, and if you have any questions, please send us an email. Have a lovely day and take care. Thank you.